Hey folks, this is Tony from Tony's Kansas City, dicking around with a new video blog format because I can. I'm doing this thing John Combest style. I'm putting the links in the post and then adding my own commentary in the vlog, so we'll see if it works. I'm using Microsoft Photo Story 3 for Windows to make this. I just downloaded it last night and I wanted to see how it works, so now let's get to some headlines. I have to admit that I'm into this MySpace thing a lot more than I thought I'd be. There's so many cool pages out there. One of the best ones that I've found so far is that of KC rapper Reach. He has an awesome MySpace page. There's a link to it in the bottom half of this post. Go check it out if you haven't already. I really don't need much of an excuse to post this picture, but I thought it would be apt in order to describe a case of animal cruelty in Olathe, Kansas on Monday. A veterinarian said someone tried to skin a cat. Because of the symmetry of the wounds, it looks like a sharp incision on each thigh, veterinarian Michael Tarrant said. Also, it looks like someone tried to cut around the tail and anus. It's very intentional, he went on to say. Normally at this point, I'd make some dumb reference to Korean cooking, but in this instance it looks like not only a case of animal cruelty, but also of wasting food, and that's not cool. In homeschooling news, an Olathe couple is charged with stabbing each other in front of their kid. Painter Gaijin Fujita opens his exhibit at the Kemper this week in order to prove that the Japanese can steal from black people much more efficiently than whites. And Blog KC was the first to report yesterday that after 85 years, Nichols Lunch closed without any advanced warning, leaving trannies and closeted the gay men with one less health risk. A local blogger reports some good news on Truce in terms of redevelopment that is thankfully unrelated to white guilt or white flight. Local blogger Tracy takes a nice photo of the one instance of non-gang related graffiti in KCK. And local blogger Dan comes up with a stellar post regarding rumors that crazy Chris Kobach is soon to be teaching a class on immigration at UMKC Law School in an attempt to lure Latino students to other universities. In similar news regarding determined white people, last night's meeting regarding a JoCo soccer complex drew a large crowd. Also in JoCo, an Overland Park youth football game was called off after a fight involving racial slurs. Unfortunately, the local TV news didn't report which racial slurs were used, so we can only hope that Macaca, whatever the hell that means, is making some progress. In news related to light, goodness, Dr. Phil, and remembering your spirit, Oprah was recently quoted as saying that her lawyer overreacted to a Casey man's quest to see her elected to the office of president. I can only assume that the lawyer thought it was a demotion from her current occupation as God. In more upbeat news, check out a great post by local blogger Scooter J regarding his walk from Northeast KC and through downtown. There's a lot of great photos from a guy who isn't afraid to pound the pavement for a great post. In related news, Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits. In more Olathe news, a man flagged down a woman yesterday in her car and then exposed himself, which is really sad if you figure that most people flag down cars with their thumb. An Army surplus store owner in Missouri was recently sentenced for possessing a machine gun. There's really no joke here, I just like that picture. Governor Matt Blunt on Monday dropped his effort to force the partial sale of Missouri Student Loan Agency. He's still looking for a new plan, but he doesn't really have much experience with student loans, and sadly the whole state can't simply ask his dad for the cash like he did. By now you've heard that Kansas City was named as a finalist in the World Leadership Awards, which, by including this gentrifying cowtown on the list, proves that the prize is nearly as lame as the award for World's Greatest Grandpa or Chef. And still I have no idea why Mayor Barnes is worried about her legacy, considering that vampires are immortal. KC most schools are soon to get radios that deliver weather warnings. No word if the early detection devices will clue the kids into the perfect storm of encouraging mediocrity and the incompetent administration that has failed to prepare the kids for the rough seas that lie ahead. And finally, former Kansas GOP leader Dennis Jones backs Democrat Paul Morrison for Attorney General, as the actions of Kansas Republicans as of late have basically begun to relay that they have started snitching on their lack of faith in their own party. Well, that's basically it, folks. Thanks for listening if you made it this far. I don't know if I'll do this all the time, but it was fun to try something new today. Thanks a lot. Bye.